If you're over 60 and you've noticed that simply standing up, walking in a straight line, or even closing your eyes for a second throws off your balance, this video is for you. You're not weak, you're not lazy, and you're definitely not alone. What you're feeling isn't just getting older, it's your body's balance reflex slowly going quiet, like a muscle that hasn't been used in a while. And when that reflex fades, everyday tasks suddenly feel uncertain, shaky, even dangerous. But here's the good news. Your balance reflex is still there. It just needs the right kind of wake-up call. In this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple science-backed movements that can reactivate your body's forgotten balance systems in minutes a day. No pills, no gym, and no floor work required. You'll learn how to retrain your ankles and calves to stabilize you instantly, why closing your eyes on purpose can actually improve your balance fast, and how a simple chair movement done without using your hands can rebuild real-world strength and confidence. We're not going to talk theory. We're going to do the exercises together, and you'll feel the difference by the end of this video. So, find a safe spot, take a deep breath, and let's start reactivating the balance you thought was gone for good. Let's begin with the first exercise, the single-leg soleus heel raise. This move targets a deep muscle in your calf called the soleus. Unlike the bigger calf muscles that you see, the soleus works quietly in the background to keep you steady every time you walk, turn, or shift your weight. If it's weak or inactive, your entire balance system can feel unstable, no matter how strong your legs are overall. Here's how to do it. Stand near a wall or a sturdy surface you can hold onto if needed. Shift your weight onto your affected leg. If both legs feel equally weak or unsteady, just pick one side to start with. Keep your knee slightly bent and your heel flat on the ground. Now, from that bent knee position, slowly rise up onto your toes. Don't rush. The key is to keep the knee bent the entire time. This isolates the soleus muscle and prevents your larger muscles from taking over. Hold for a second at the top, then slowly lower your heel back to the floor with control. As you do this, pay attention to how the muscles in your lower leg respond. You should feel a gentle but focused effort around the lower calf, close to the ankle. If you feel it more in the upper calf or thigh, you may be straightening your knee too much. Repeat this motion 8 to 10 times, then switch legs. If you feel too unsteady, place both hands lightly on the wall for support. This is not about testing your balance yet. It's about building the foundation for it. This move might feel strange at first because the soleus isn't a muscle most people activate consciously. But once you do, you're training your body to handle sudden shifts in weight, like when stepping off a curb or reacting to uneven ground. Doing this exercise daily helps reawaken your balance reflex from the ground up. It strengthens your base and improves the communication between your foot, ankle, and brain. That's how real stability begins, not with big movements, but with small, precise signals sent through the nervous system. Remember, control is more important than speed. A few focused reps, done with intention, will do far more for your stability than rushing through dozens of sloppy ones. Now, when you're ready, we'll move to the second exercise, one that takes away your vision to retrain your brain. Get ready. This next move might surprise you. Your eyes do a lot of the work when it comes to staying balanced. In fact, most people rely so heavily on visual cues that when their eyes are removed from the equation, even for a second, their body feels lost. That's why this next exercise is so powerful. It teaches your brain and inner ear to handle balance independently, using internal feedback instead of external vision. Here's how to begin. Stand next to a wall or a sturdy chair. Shift your weight onto one leg. This will be your working leg. Let the other leg hover just slightly above the ground. Keep your posture upright and your gaze forward. At first, just balance with your eyes open. Get a sense of how the pressure feels through the sole of your foot. Feel where your toes grip, where your heel presses down, and how your ankle subtly moves to keep you steady. These are your proprioceptors at work, tiny sensors in your joints and muscles that feed information back to your brain. Now, once you feel stable, gently close your eyes. The moment you do, you'll notice the challenge increase instantly. Without your vision, your brain must rely solely on your vestibular system and proprioception to stay upright. This may feel uncomfortable at first, and that's normal. But discomfort is a sign that you're waking up systems that have gone dormant. Try to hold the position for 10 seconds. If you wobble or lose balance, that's okay. Touch the wall for safety, reset, and try again. Do this 2 or 3 times on each leg. The more you practice, the more your body will learn to trust its internal balance systems. A helpful cue is to focus on the pressure under your foot. Imagine the sole of your foot spreading wide, anchoring you to the ground. This mental focus helps reinforce the connection between your foot and brain, even without visual input. With consistent practice, this exercise sharpens your reflexes and retrains your nervous system to respond faster and more confidently. It's especially useful for real-life situations when your eyes can't see every obstacle, like walking in low light, stepping backwards, or reacting quickly to a sudden shift in terrain. Start slow, use support when needed, and remember the goal isn't perfection, it's reactivation. 1 second longer each day is progress. When you're ready, we'll move into the third and final exercise. It's one of the most important skills for independence, standing up without using your hands. Now we move to an exercise that connects everything we've done so far, an essential, everyday movement that many seniors struggle with, standing up from a chair without using their hands. This might sound simple, but it's one of the most important tests of real-world balance, leg strength, and confidence. And if you found yourself pushing off with your hands or rocking forward just to get up, your body is telling you something. Your movement strategy needs an upgrade. Let's go step by step. Stand in front of a chair that doesn't move. Ideally, use a chair with a firm seat and no wheels. Position yourself so the backs of your legs lightly touch the chair. Now stretch your arms straight out in front of you. This is important. It prevents you from using your hands for assistance and shifts your center of gravity forward. Now, slowly sit down. Focus on control. Lower yourself with intention, keeping your arms extended. Try not to plop down or let gravity take over. Think of yourself as lowering a heavy box with care. Once seated, don't rest too long. Lean forward slightly, bending at the waist so your nose is over your toes. This is the key. It's what physical therapists call the nose over toes technique. It shifts your center of gravity forward, making it much easier to stand. With your arms still extended, push through your feet and stand up in one smooth motion. Try not to lean to one side. Try not to use momentum. The movement should come from your legs and core working together. Repeat this 5 to 8 times. If you feel off balance, place the chair near a wall for extra support. If needed, start by placing your hands on your thighs lightly and work up to doing it without them. This exercise trains the muscles you actually use in daily life. Getting up from the toilet, stepping out of a car, rising from the couch. It builds functional strength and retrains your nervous system to fire the right muscles in the right order. Don't be discouraged if this feels difficult. That's the point. Each repetition is a signal to your body that says, "Wake up, we need you." And your body will respond if you give it the right signals, consistently. With this final exercise, you've now worked your calves, your proprioception, and your functional leg strength. But before you go, I want to answer a few common questions and invite you to take your progress even further. By now, you've done 3 powerful exercises that target the real systems behind balance. But before you leave, let's cover a few common questions and make sure you're set up for success. First, how often should you do these exercises? Ideally, once a day. But even 3 times a week can make a meaningful difference if you stay consistent. Think of these movements like brushing your teeth. Small, regular actions lead to long-term results. Second, what if you felt unsteady during the exercises? That's completely normal. In fact, that slight wobble or challenge means you're hitting the right systems, your nervous system, your balance reflexes, You're stabilizing muscles. Over time, that instability turns into control. Just be sure to always stay near a wall or chair for safety. Third, what if you couldn't complete the full number of reps? Don't worry, quality matters more than quantity. One slow, focused repetition is more valuable than 10 rushed ones. Build gradually. You're not in competition with anyone. This is your body, your pace. Now here's something important. If you found this helpful, I'd love to know. Comment below with the words "Balance Reboot" so I can see you're taking action. It also helps others find this video and feel encouraged to start too. And if any of the exercises surprised you, if you felt a new muscle activate or realized how much your balance relies on your ankles or eyes, tell me in the comments. Your feedback shapes every new video. Speaking of new videos, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. In our next episode, I'll be guiding you through a 3-minute balance test you can do at home and show you exactly which exercises to use based on your results. It's personalized, simple, and powerful. Also, consider sharing this video with a friend, spouse, or loved one who might benefit. Balance loss is more common than most people admit, but with the right steps, it's never too late to rebuild. Finally, I want to leave you with this. Balance isn't about being perfect. It's about becoming more aware, more connected, and more confident in your movements. Every small step you take sends a signal to your brain that says, "I'm still here, I'm still strong, and I'm not done yet." Stay steady, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.